Good morning, good morning, good morning. What's going on, people? Welcome to the Real O Show. We back, we here. It is Thursday. We in September. It is officially September 1st. Whew, man alive. We at the end of the year, people. Summer is just about over. That's it. It's done. Everybody back to school. Everybody's at work. It's done. It's over. Life in the. I mean, we at the end of the week. We at the end of the month. I mean, we started a new month here. Summer is officially done. I mean, technically. But welcome to the show, everybody. I see Samaj in the house. Nathan, Bethany, Tasha. Welcome, everybody, to the show. Good morning, good morning, good morning to you all. I appreciate you guys being here as always. I love you guys for being part of the show, being part of the family. All right, let's dive right in. So, topic of today is, can men and women have platonic relationships? I know this is another hot button topic that a lot of couples have to deal with, that a lot of, relationships have to deal with because of insecurity, because of mistrust, because of infidelity on so many levels. It goes on and on and on. But let's dive right in. Let's kind of figure out why that there's a problem with this. So, I hear from both spectrums, men and women alike, that men and women can't be just friends. That there has to be an underlying tone, that there's some kind of sexual attraction, that there's some kind of physical attraction, and that, all they want to do is screw each other. I think that's crap. Personally, I think that's garbage. Because the fact is, I have female friends. I actually have more female friends than I have male friends. Don't ask me why, it's just how it is. But, and I want to say 95% of them, I've never even touched, besides a hug and a kiss on the cheek. Maybe a pit kiss on the lips, but that's really about it. They're more family than anything. Some of my very best friends in the world are female. It's just for the fact that when it comes to our relationship, that's just how it was. We friend zoned at each other, and it's very comfortable. They trust me with what's going on in their lives. I trust them what's going on in my life, and it's that non-sexual attraction that's there allows us to be very open. And I think that's where the problem is. The problem is the fact that people are so caught up in the fact that there has to be sex between two people. You can't have two good-looking people that could possibly just be friends, or they have to have no. They really need to have that feeling towards one another. No, they don't. You can actually truly just be friends with the opposite sex, and there be no issues. So here's a couple questions that I have for you guys. What brings the opposite sex together? Is it always about sex? Can it be common interest? Could it just be the fact that you guys are just cool? You guys met, you guys liked each other, you guys thought you guys can kick it off just fine, there will be no drama, there's no issue, and you just found somebody cool just to kick it with. Could that be it? Or does sex really involve when it comes to the opposite sex? When it comes to men and women actually kicking it with one another, does it always have to lead to sex? Does it always have to be, to a point to where eventually you want to get into a relationship with this person? I don't think so. I think that it just depends on the people. Sometimes you meet somebody, it does become a friendship, and at some point you may decide, you know what, I think this person, I'd like to try out a relationship. But it doesn't have to be that way. Bethany just said, usually common interest, personality, and conversation. Precisely. Nathan is saying that, that the physical is usually the first attraction. That is true. That's absolutely true. Let me not even lie. When you see a fine woman, let's be real, brothers. Let's be real, fellas. When you see a fine woman, you want to step to her. You do. Now, after you step to her, you may realize she's better off as one of your friends than she is to be one of your girls. So, I mean, that could happen. Same thing with you ladies. Now, let's be real. You ladies aren't generally going to be the ones to step to us guys. Which, I have to admit, having a woman step to a guy has got to be one of the sexiest things in the world. I said one of. I didn't say the. But, you know, you ladies don't really do that. You know, very few of you are about that. But still, you may end up seeing the guy, you may think he's hot, you may think he's cute, whatever the case may be, and then you realize, you know what, he's just one of my homeboys. I trust him, I love him like a brother, and that's really about it. That's awesome, that is cool, that's how it should be. Be happy with it. Now, here's where the problem lies, is when you are in a relationship. When you are in a relationship, this is where all the drama in the world seems to come into play. And I don't understand it. Why is it when you are in a relationship, unfortunately this goes more for you, well I guess it's kind of equal, but it seems it's more for you ladies. Where you ladies always say, I don't trust no woman because I know how women do. Women are sneaky, they conniving, they catty, they just gonna try to get in with your man. Am I lying? Tell me I'm lying, because I know I'm not. But it's the truth. For some odd reason, it seems when you get into a relationship, it seems that all of a sudden, all that trust that you had in your man seems to go out the window when one of his friends, who's a female, comes into the picture. Now all of a sudden you don't trust your man. Now don't say, oh no, I got all the trust in my man in the world. It's I don't trust her. No. Because the fact is, if you had trust in your man that he was going to do right by you, there would be no problem. If you had trust in your man, there would be no issues. Fellas, the same thing goes with you. If you have trust in your girl that she was all about you, that she ain't gonna step out, that she ain't gonna go, spread her legs for the next dude or the dude after that, there would be no issue. So why is it that it is cool to have a platonic friend when you're single, but as soon as you get into a relationship, all of that all of a sudden goes out the window? How is that? How does it all of a sudden change as soon as you in a committed relationship, all that trust, all that love, all of that mess, and all of a sudden, ghost, in the wind, dust. What happened to all that trust that you had in them? What happened to it? Where'd it go? It just magically disappeared? So my question is, if you truly trust the person that you're with, shouldn't it just be cool that they have however many opposite sex friends in the world? I'm just saying. Isn't trust the main underlying reason that relationships work and don't work? It's not about money. It's about trusting the other person to do right by you because you love them. So if you don't trust them, can you really say they love them? There's something to think about. If you don't really trust the person you're with, can you really say that you love them? I'm just curious. Another question is, why do you think couples are so threatened by opposite sex friends? Why do you think that is? if you've been in a relationship for 5 years and you see that your girl or your boy, he's had a friend for, say he's had a friend since high school, so it's been 20 years. They've been cool, they've been they like brother and sister. Would you literally feel threatened that they hang out all the time? That they talk about everything? Would you be really cool with it? Would you be okay with that? What about, let's do something a little bit different. Say you've been in a relationship for a good minute. They meet somebody on their job. This happens all the time, let's be real. They meet somebody on their job of the opposite sex that they cool with. And now they started to kick it. Are you comfortable now? This is not an old relationship. This is no. This is not a relationship that precedes you. This is a relationship that started after you have already been in a relationship. This is a new friendship. Would you literally tell them they can't be friends with them? You know that happens all the time. Let's be real. We all grown here. That happens all the time. They literally will say, oh, no, you can't be friends with her. Oh, no, you can't hang out with him, not by yourself. What? Nah, that's not how we do it. No, what you trying to do? You just trying to hook up with them? Oh, what? Oh, so she's just come? No. You know, that is a surefire argument right off the rip. That is a surefire argument right off the rip. Why is that? Is the question. Why is that a problem? Why do we need to find drama when drama's not there? Why is it that people can't just legitimately just be friends? They have common interests. They're both nerds, or they both like comic books. They both like movies. They may have grown up in the same neighborhood and didn't even realize it. Whatever the case may be. Why is it that all that trust all of a sudden changes when you're in a relationship? Why is it that we need to feel so territorial? Yes, that is your man. That is your girl. Absolutely. But if you love them and you trust them, don't you feel that they should be able to go have a drink with somebody of the opposite sex and come home to you? Or are you, or not you saying you personally, but is that what we call you're throwing temptation in their face? And why tempt fate? Is that opening Pandora's box? Basically by allowing them to venture out and hang out with others. You're allowing them to see what else is out there. Is that what the fear is? Are we afraid that if we allow other people to be a part of their life, that they're going to see that there's, other avenues? People are always going to find other people attractive. That's just how it is. I'm not even gonna lie. I see a nice girl with a nice butt, I'm gonna look. With my girl or not with my girl, I'm gonna look. Hell, if I'm with someone, I'm going to go ahead and say, you see her butt? She got a nice one. What you think? I'm not the only one. Fellas, let's be real. You gonna notice too. Hell, some of you ladies, y'all notice it before we do. And you all will say something. Damn, you see her? What you think? Now, let's be real, fellas. If your girl does that, you better wife her. Let me repeat that. Fellas, if your girl notices a nice looking woman and scopes her out before you do, and she asks you to comment on it, wife her immediately. That day, that moment, get in the car, stop whatever you're doing, go to the courthouse and wife her, because she is a keeper. Understand what I'm saying to you. All I'm trying to say and all I'm trying to get out there to everybody is, if you trust your mate, you trust your partner, that is, your partner is your friend, your partner is your best friend, your partner is your road dog. That is the person that you are to wake up looking ugly with every morning. That is the person that you were supposed to do them ugly cries that you used to have when you were 5 years old and your mama beat the snot out of you and you got snot running out your face and you can't breathe because you trying to grasp for air. That's that person that you're supposed to be with. If you trust them, you should be no reason to be insecure. None. All that insecurity should go out the window. Period. That's how it's supposed to be. Relationships are supposed to be fun, entertaining, enjoyable times. Don't bring no drama into it when drama's not there. Now, if you see them doing some shady stuff where they're literally, starting to make phone calls at 1 o'clock in the morning and starting to hide stuff and then yes. Then you need to start, doing some investigations. You need to start, doing some digging. But if there's no drama to be had, don't make it an issue. You just causing issues when no issues are there, and that's just a waste of time. That's not even cool. Have fun in your relationship. Insecurity has no place in a relationship. Jealousy has no place in a relationship. It really doesn't, because you're just causing issues that don't need to be had. There's enough problems in the world that are out there, and jealousy does not have to be one of them. Insecurities don't have to be one of them. They really don't. So, can men and women of opposite sex be friends? Can it be platonic? Can it just be cool? Can it be kosher? Yes. The answer to the question is yes, they can. It is absolutely possible for it to work. Why? Because these two grown folks have respect for one another. They have respect for the relationships in which the other people are in. They have respect for the couple. They have respect for themselves. So yes, if you have a problem with somebody having friends of the opposite sex, then you just need to stay single for the rest of your life. Because you're always going to find problems and always find drama in any relationship you're going to have. Because there's no possible way that you're going to be able to tell your man and your girl that she cannot have friends of the opposite sex. Not going to happen. Plain and simple. That is our show, people. Thank you so much for being here as always. I love you guys so much. Remember, next Friday, we're doing Freebie Friday. If you have a business, if you know somebody that has a business and they want to get some free publicity in for that business, they need to email me at therealoshow@gmail.com. That is therealoshow@gmail.com. If you have something that's going on in your life, you need some advice, you need some help from the family, email us. Keep it anonymous. We keep it on the hush. We're not going to put you out there like that. Email us. We'll bring it to the table. We'll let the family discuss it. All right? Again, that is therealoshow@gmail.com. Hit me up on YouTube. Subscribe. Share this with the world. Let's let it get it out there. All right, let's see what we can do. You can also find me on Twitter. Find me on Facebook, of course. But I greatly appreciate it, guys. I love you guys. Have a terrific Thursday. As always, as we close out, hug, love on your children. Give them a hug, give them a kiss. Show them that you love them. Let them go out into this world knowing that mom and dad are always there. All right? I thank you guys. I appreciate you all for being here. Have a terrific, safe, beautiful day. Tomorrow is Happy Friday, as we always do, so we know we have some fun on Friday. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care.